Welcome. Today is March 4th, 2019, and I'm here to do our daily check-in, so let's begin. Okay, let me get that out of the way too. Alright, so today, let me see, what should I work on? I guess I'm looking at this vice versa deck, so let me do that. Okay, and clarifiers. I am feeling this Tarot Marchetti Fin de Silk Keeper. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have here the Magician. Alright, and clarifying that is the mature man. So what I'm getting here is that, you know, the divine masculines are ready to manifest their wishes. They have everything that they need in order to do so. You know, they have their pentacles, they have their cup, they have their wands, you know, and then they have their rod. And so, you know, I see that everything is blooming. There is, you know, a shooting star here in the background. And so that is, you know, really beautiful. I feel like, you know, they are manifesting this, you know, possibly at night, or really thinking about, like, you know, how they can, you know, make things happen. And here it is paired with a mature man. And so what I'm getting here is that, you know, divine masculines are really, you know, you know, in a mature sense, you know, willing to change at this time. Okay. And underneath here, we have here the Ten of Wands and concern. Okay, and so what I'm getting with this is that the divine masculines is ready to, you know, drop their burdens, you know, because, you know, they've been thinking a lot lately, and that's what I'm feeling. But, you know, they no longer want to carry all of these burdens here on their back, you know, and that is why the Magician wants to pop up. You know, and I feel that, you know, they're just really overthinking, you know, overthinking is what I'm feeling. And here we have the number 33, which equals a 6. And so they will be victorious over this burden and releasing that. So let me go ahead and get started and see what today's energies is looking like. Okay, there's a lot here today. All right, first we have the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have here the Moon. Next we have the Lovers, and then we have the Devil. Okay. So There's a lot of energies here, a lot of major arcana. So what I'm seeing here is that the divine masculines, okay, I feel like they're a little worried at this time. You know, I feel like, you know, they've harvested, I mean, they didn't harvest, but they planted their seeds, and they're just really looking at, like, when is this, you know, tree going to bear its fruit? It looks like he's really worried, and he is just sitting there looking at it. And it's a feeling of uncertainty is what I'm getting here. So, you know, and I think that's why, you know, the Magician wants to pop up, because I feel like your divine masculine, you know, has come to terms that they are the maker of their own manifestations. You know, waiting or not, they know that they have to do something. And right now, this first card that pops up, it looks like, you know, this divine masculine, you know, feels like they're not happy, guys. I don't know if you can see the look on that dude's face, but he's not happy, and he wants change, and I see that. Okay, so I think that's what he's gonna be manifesting. So next we have here the moon. Okay, and so what I'm getting here is that the divine feminines, okay, you know, I feel like, you know, they're in their full power, and, you know, with this moon, you know, they are using their intuition. I feel that, you know, they have whatever it takes to really heal themselves and the connection. And, you know, and I just feel that there's like this portal, or, you know, and here we have here a black moon, okay, like a eclipsed moon. And what I'm feeling with this is that when you have like an eclipse of a moon, things that the moon, you know, shines its light on gets hidden. And so what I'm getting is that with this hidden knowledge, okay, I feel like the divine feminines, okay, they don't know exactly, you know, what their divine masculine is currently thinking about. I feel like the divine feminines feel blocked, but they have the resources, you know, to, I guess, you know, figure out like what is going on. And you can see the look on this divine feminine's face. It's like, I know how, I really do. And so I feel like, you know, she is going to you know, do her little thing, you know, to figure out like what is going on, and possibly get rid of this, you know, eclipsed moon, and see if she can figure something out. And that's what I'm getting. All right. Now next we have here the Lovers. And with this depiction of the Lovers, you know, we do see here the divine masculine and feminine. And everything in this card to me represents yin yang, or, you know, maybe a sense of duality, or, you know, things of that nature. I need to figure out what this star means. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, a 6-point star. So I'm gonna do my research on that. But we have here a lot of different elements. You know, we have gold and silver, or it could be platinum. We have here the star, and we have like this symbol on top, and, you know, it looks like an ankh with a moon, like a crescent moon. And so I need to look that up too. But what I'm seeing here is that, you know, divine masculine and feminine are really balancing out their emotions at this time, you know, in order for them to come together. And that is what I'm feeling. Now next we have here the Devil in reverse. And so what I'm getting here is that, you know, the Devil has his back turned, and, you know, we have like this book on the ground that's burning. We also have here a lotus, okay? And so what I'm getting here is that, you know, this devil energy, okay, is no more. That is what I'm feeling. I feel like, you know, this devil energy has left. And they also are looking towards the light, you know. And so I feel like, you know, whatever this devil energy was, you know, that happened between the divine counterparts, I feel is no more. So that's overall pretty good. So let me go ahead and clarify. Okay, so here with the Seven of Pentacles, all right, it is clarified here with pathway. And so what I'm getting is that the divine masculines are trying to find like the way, okay, to, you know, communicate towards their divine feminine, you know. And I feel like, you know, they're feeling really sad, you know, not knowing like, you know, how to walk, you know, down this path. And that's why they're just sitting there. You know, they're just sitting there waiting for the right time. But, you know, I feel that, you know, the magician, all right, here, the magician, you know, wants to show up for the overall energy. So what I'm gathering is that, you know, yes, the divine masculines are ready to manifest something new and get out of this energy. Because here, what I'm saying is that once the divine masculine, okay, chooses to get up, okay, and go towards that path, that is when this manifestation happens, okay? That is when, you know, he'll begin to change. And whatever this light situation is, I also feel that this is like an enlightenment, okay, to your divine masculine. So, you know, he is sad right now, and he has something clouding his thinking. And what he needs to do is get up off that rock, okay, and start walking on the path, you know, the path to spirituality. And that's when, you know, he can start manifesting his wishes and desires. And so that is what I'm getting. Okay, so next we have here the moon that is clarified here with marriage. So this is what I'm getting. I feel like the divine feminines, okay, feel that there is a connection with their divine masculine, but currently they really can't see how, you know, divine counterparts can really come together. And what I'm feeling is because this divine masculine is taking a sweet ass time, right? You know, they're taking their time, they're sitting, they're thinking, you know, and they're just waiting. But, you know, this path, okay, this pathway has been illumined, okay, for them to walk down, you know, the way, you know, towards their divine feminine. And, you know, divine feminines, you know, they are really trying to stay balanced. And what I'm feeling is that they don't see how the divine masculines can show up if they don't see the signs, is what I'm getting. And so, but, you know, on a spiritual level, the divine feminine knows that there is something going on. But at this time, you know, they can't see clearly at this time, okay? Now next, we have here the lovers, okay? And it's clarified here with the house. And so what I'm getting is that with this, you know, coming together, I feel like, you know, this has to do with the home situation. So what I'm getting is that in the front face side, we have like this light, okay, and we have, you know, Archangel Michael that is, you know, protecting the connection. And in this depiction, it is bright, it is beautiful. You know, and the divine masculine feminines, okay, even though that they're wearing masks, they are like looking at each other, okay? But here in reverse, you know, they have their backs turned. And so, and this is late at night, but, you know, you can see that they are balanced at the same time. So even though that, you know, there isn't like guidance or, you know, or a sense of protection or anything like that by the angels, here in the reverse, what I'm feeling is that, you know, they're going through a dark period at this time. And even though that they can't really see each other too clearly, what I'm getting is that they are still in union, okay? They are still together, and they are guarded by, you know, this star. And I feel like this is the Star of David, right? I'm not exactly sure, but that is what I'm feeling. And but I feel that, you know, this is balance, okay? So what I'm getting here is that this, you know, connection with the lovers has to do with a home situation, okay? Something to do with, you know, how the divine counterparts, you know, are living separately at this time, okay? And they are in darkness, and they're trying to figure out how the divine partners can come together in union, is what I'm feeling, all right? Now next, we have here the Devil in reverse. And then we have unexpected income. And so this is what I'm getting, guys. All right. Divine counterparts are not looking at this devil energy. Okay. Nobody's paying any attention to this devil. And I feel like, you know, the couples, all right, have let go of their ego. They have let go of, you know, their codependent behaviors. They have let go of attachments. And so, like, this devil, all right, you know, has no power over the divine couple. And so, you know, you can see here, there are like 5 red candles that are lit. There is a lotus here, and, you know, we have a burning book. And so what I'm getting is that, you know, once divine couples, you know, go through this process of, you know, conquering this devil energy, that is when unexpected income happens. So once the divine masculines get out of this period of waiting and actually gets up and walks down that path towards his spiritual awakening, and the divine feminines, okay, becomes illumined, okay, through her, you know, telepathy or using her 5D senses about this, you know, connection with her divine counterpart. What I'm seeing is that the divine couples, okay, as they are working separately in their own homes, they are really balancing out themselves, you know, their masculine, feminine energies. And I see that, you know, that will allow for them to come together either in one roof, or, you know, or something to do with, you know, this thought process in separate, you know, living environments is what I'm feeling. And once they conquer this devil energy, that is when something unexpected will happen. And this is a good, you know, unexpected, you know, occurrence. So that is what I'm getting here so far. All right. Okay, so next we have here the 2 of Swords. And then we have here the 4 of Swords. And then we have here the 9 of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that, you know, divine feminines, they're at a crossroads. They're not sure, you know, what to think, you know, at this time. And that's why I feel like, you know, this moon card here is in reverse. Currently, the divine feminines really cannot see too clearly about, like, making a decision, you know, in regards to their divine other, because clearly they do not receive, like, any signs that are coming from their divine masculine. Divine masculine is really thinking about it, but what I'm feeling is that they are really taking their time and their delivery towards their divine feminine. And the divine feminines, they know intuitively that the divine masculines are coming, okay? But, you know, they cannot see this on a physical sense, you know, because, you know, divine masculines haven't really truly expressed themselves on a king status. You know, they always show up as the page. And so, you know, that's what I'm feeling, is that the divine feminines are really confused right now about, like, you know, what decisions, you know, that they should make in regards to their divine counterpart. And then here in the heart of the reading, we have here the 4 of Swords. And so what I'm getting with this is that divine masculines, they really think a lot, guys, okay? They think a lot, they take their time, you know, because what I'm feeling is that in the past, okay, when they're in their player ways, okay, where they were coming in and out, and, you know, they were all like, you know, not a care in the world, you know, thinking that their divine counterpart was always going to stick by them no matter what, you know, they realize, you know, the error of their ways, and they know that what they've done in the past wasn't right, okay? And that is why, okay, they are trying to make it right. They are taking their time this time because they're actually learning from their past, and also they are really wanting to take things slow because they don't want to mess up possibly their only chance of coming back towards their divine feminine, because they know either the divine feminine is either currently entertaining themselves with other people, or they know that the divine feminines have really worked on themselves and time has really passed to the point where, if I come back in, my divine feminine's life, will I mess things up? Will she accept me? There's all kinds of thoughts that are going through the divine masculine's mind. And that is why I feel that, in their heart, okay, in their heart space, they are really thinking about this connection. They really are, guys, okay? So just because your divine masculine hasn't made like a confession, okay, about how they truly feel and what they've been thinking this whole entire time, okay, just know that they are still like in this phase of deep reflection and meditation, okay? Now next we have here the Nine of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting with this card is that the divine masculines really want to come towards their divine counterpart and and speak their truth. And that is what I'm seeing here. Divine feminines here are very receptive towards their divine masculine, as the divine masculine comes up and gets ready for this conversation. And it seems like divine masculines have been through a whole lot, and I see here divine feminines is actually extending her hand out to her divine masculine, and she's saying, come on baby, everything will be okay. Here, why don't you just sit down in my little cave and we can talk things out. And that's what I'm feeling. I feel like divine masculines, they don't really know how to, they're still in that mindset of not knowing how to express their truth to their divine counterpart. But I do see here they are taking action, okay, because they have been wounded, and they're ready to let go of their burdens. And so the underlining energy here was this Ten of Wands. They're ready to let that go. They are, it's too heavy for them. And they're ready to come to their divine feminine and express that, because they're like I said, concerned, overthinking. So that is why they're meditating at this time, guys. Okay, all right. Okay, so here with the Two of Swords, okay, it is clarified here with the main female. So this could mean a couple of things, okay? This divine feminine, okay, knows that, she is the main person in this dynamic. Now, if there is someone else, okay, a third party situation, it doesn't have to be another female. It could be like a friend. It could be, an ex-partner. It could be a family member. It could be children, okay? That is what I'm getting. And so, like, this divine feminine doesn't know, like, where she stands, in this relationship. So, divine feminines are also confused, I feel like they're getting mixed signals, mixed messages, but just know, like, I feel that divine feminines are really using their intuition at this time and really understanding about, like, who they are, and what she really means to their divine counterpart. Now, if this Two of Wands energy is a divine masculine, okay, what I'm getting here is that the divine masculine is really stuck in making a decision about their divine feminine, because look, she is the main female. They not the second, the lead, or whatever, the secondary actress that comes up after the main female. I don't know what you call that in acting. You know what I mean. So what I'm getting is that they're at a crossroads about making a decision about their divine feminine. But I mean, the choice is not that difficult. They're just all stuck in their heads. And that is what this is about. Divine masculines is stuck in their minds about making a decision. And it's not that difficult. That's why, you know, they're trying to manifest and get out of this energy, because that is what I'm feeling. Like in the physical, they're just waiting. Okay, in the mental, they're just, you know, confused. They're stuck. Okay, in the physical, they are wounded. Okay, like, you know, they about had it on a physical level. I feel like your divine masculine's been through hell of some sort, you know, mentally, emotionally, physically, everything, you know. And so they just really need that time to rest, guys. That's why we have here the Four of Swords that is in the heart of today's reading. And clarifying that is the child. And so what I'm getting here is that your divine masculine is probably thinking about children, okay? You know, they're really thinking about it. Now, whether or not, you know, you or your divine masculine has children or not, you know, possibly they could be thinking about, well, how could I, you know, give a child to this person? Or what will my children think about my divine feminine? And so that's what I'm getting here. And if it doesn't deal with a child, okay, this could be about the divine masculines is thinking about like this new beginning, you know, how to have a fresh new start with their divine feminine. I feel like they're just really thinking about it really way too much. And here we have here the number 18, so that equals 9. And so I feel like, you know, your divine masculine is at the end of getting out of that energy, and also it could mean wish fulfillment as well. All right. Now next we have here the Nine of Wands, and it is clarified here with occupation. So that's what I'm getting. Your divine masculine is currently working, okay? It could be in the physical, they're working at their current job, you know, they're feeling wounded, you know, they feel like they're overworked, you know, and not only that, I feel that their work is probably causing delays and for them to come into union with their divine counterpart. Maybe, you know, their work situation has become too much, you know, to where they really can't, you know, have that, you know, heart-to-heart conversation or spend some time with their divine feminine. But, you know, if it's not that, you know, what I'm feeling is that the divine masculines are working on themselves, you know, to get out of this energy of feeling wounded, okay? Learning to love themselves so that they can move forward and, you know, and open up to their divine feminine so that, you know, they can, you know, be more expressive about how they are feeling towards them. And so that's what I'm feeling, guys. All right. Okay, here we have here the Queen of Swords. And then we have here the Six of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that this queen's back is turned, okay? But I don't know if you can see this, but there's some crystals behind her. So what I'm getting is that there is some sort of a clearing, cleansing energy is what I'm feeling. And this crystal, okay, is also very healing at the same time. I see that, you know, this divine feminine has her sword up, and so she is still expecting some sort of truth and clarity, you know, from her divine masculine. But at the same time, I feel like this crystal is purifying or cleansing this divine feminine's energy so that she is not in this state of feeling bitchy, you know, wanting to expect some answers, you know, because what I'm seeing with the divine feminine and their energy in this reading is that they cannot see everything too clearly, okay? Like, I feel like the intuition is there, but they're not exactly sure, and that's what I'm getting. I have, like, you know, in this Two of Swords energy, divine feminine's eyes are closed off with a blindfold. They can only hear, okay? They can only tap in with their mind, but they cannot see, okay? Same thing with this card, with the Moon card. You know, the moon is eclipsed, okay? And so they cannot see too clearly, but they have like all of the elements that they need in order to do so. So, you know, that is what I'm getting. It's like divine feminines can only rely on their intuition because in the physical, they just can't see it, okay? And that's what I'm getting, all right? And same with this, you know, divine feminine, this Queen of Swords. She cannot see what the heck is going on. She is not receiving that clarity from their divine masculines, and I feel that they are just taking way too long, you know, in their approach. But just know, guys, I see here divine masculines, all right, they are really working on themselves. They are trying to manifest things. I know that things are taking them a long time, but have patience, guys. Please, please practice patience. They are trying their best, okay, to get out of this, you know, energy so that they can move forward towards their divine counterpart. And I feel like, you know, these crystals are really healing this divine feminine and giving them clarity to the situation, as opposed to, you know, communication from their divine counterpart. Okay, guys, that's what I'm feeling. And then next we have here the Six of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is that divine masculines, okay, they're going to be triumphant, okay, they're going to be successful, and they're going to come and deliver that message to their divine feminine, you know. And I just feel like, you know, divine feminines have become impatient, you know. They're a little worried, you know. All they can think about is like what is going on in their minds. But, you know, what I can see here is that divine masculines are really going through a lot, and they're working, you know, on themselves at this time so that they can move forward towards their divine feminine. And guess what, guys? They're very logical, okay? That is the divine masculine archetype, okay? So guess what? They're going to come in victorious. So don't you worry, divine feminines, okay? You know, you guys are just overthinking it also. I mean, you guys are mirroring each other. But just be patient, practice patience, and know that your divine masculine is coming, okay? This devil energy has left the building, all right? And so you don't have to worry about that, all right? Just focus on you and know that your divine masculine is ready, okay, to come in victorious, all right? Okay, so here with these Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords, we have your journey, okay? So divine feminines know that this is a journey. This has been like a long time coming, you know, and I know, divine feminines, you're like, well, how patient do I have to be? I've been practicing patience since blah, 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 right? I get that, guys. I really do, because I'm in the same boat too, right? I've been practicing my patience for many years. All right, it wasn't just one, it was many. All right, so but what I'm getting with this, guys, is that, you know, this is a journey. Be patient. You all know that this twin flame, you know, journey, it isn't easy, guys, okay? Like I said, if you want easy, go for a soulmate relationship. But once you're done with that soulmate relationship, you're going to be coming back to your divine masculine, okay, or your divine counterpart. And then, you know, during the course of you entertaining yourself with another soulmate, guess what? You're not happy. Work on yourself first, guys, okay? That is the first thing that you have to do. Once you do that, you won't need to be with somebody else. And that is what this twin flame journey is all about. It's not about finding somebody to make your ass happy, okay? It's about you making yourself happy. So get out of that mental thinking that, well, I can have anybody and blah, 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 you know. That is so, like, you know, codependent on, you know, feeling validated by someone else, you know, that where you feel feelings of love and kindness. You are love, okay, guys? That's the whole point of this thing. And, you know, once you get there, you'll know, okay? That's when union will happen. And that is when you'll have that divine love, okay? Divine love is so much different, okay, than this type of love that we know now, that we have been, you know, kind of been programmed into for many, many years. That is not love, guys, okay? That is one form of love. But this true divine spiritual love is on a whole new level. And once you get there, you won't know what that is until you have done the work. Okay, guys? Okay. Now next, we have here the Six of Wands, okay? And it is clarified here with distant horizons, all right? So what I'm getting here is that, you know, this divine masculine has gone through hell and back, okay, to get through this victory. And it has taken them all kinds of stuff. Like, they have, you know, been through a whole lot in order, you know, to become, you know, victorious in this situation. And so what I'm getting, guys, is that this will take a little bit of time before your divine masculine will be fully evolved to the point of where, you know, you would like for your divine masculine to be. But just know it's a work in progress, guys. That's why, you know, if you are a subscriber and some of these messages do come out a little redundant, that is why. I mean, just think about it. Like, you know, on a day-to-day basis, how many times have you thought about your divine masculine? Okay, how many times have you really changed your mind about your divine masculine? Okay, do you have like repeating thoughts? Yes. So, you know, in that sense, yes, you know, some of the messages do come out, you know, very similar on a daily basis, you know, and just know that, you know, that it is what it is. And so your divine masculine will come out victorious, okay? I do see it, guys, okay? So just practice patience. Practice patience. They're coming, all right? Now, crowning this reading, oh, we have here the Queen of Wands. And so the Queen of Wands, you know, they want to take action, and, you know, they're not going to sit pretty on their throne. You know, they're going to do whatever their hearts desire. And so I feel like, you know, this particular divine feminine is really rooted. Like, you know, she is getting her energy, you know, from her strong foundation is what I'm feeling. You know, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so let me go ahead and clarify. We have here the main male. Guess what? So the overall energy is this divine feminine, okay, who, you know, is very, you know, sexual and seductive and knows what she wants, and she's a go-getter. She's gonna get whatever she wants. And guess what? It's the divine masculine, okay? Divine masculine, okay, is coming towards their divine feminine. What did I say? We've seen the Six of Wands here. They're coming in victorious, okay? Yes, it's been a long time coming, but be patient. Love is patient. Love is kindness. Love is compassion, okay? If you embody all of this as an empress, okay, as this Queen of Wands, guess what? Your divine masculine will come, okay? So please, all right, work on you guys, okay? And this will happen. Your divine masculine's coming, guys. I see it. I really do. And if you want to complain that your divine masculine is not communicating with you, he's not in your life and all this and that, that means you still have work to do. Okay, don't wait on your divine masculine. You do you. That is the whole point. You do you, but don't entertain yourself with other people unless you want to suffer from karma. And I'm saying this because March 5th is around the corner, okay? That is the start to Mercury in retrograde. And guess what happens? Shit comes, okay? If you invite that energy, that means you have a lesson to learn. Mark my words, guys. Do not make any major decisions between March 5th and the 27th. Pretty much the entire month of March, okay? Don't make any major decisions. Keep everything light. You know, practice discernment, okay? Please do not make any major decisions, okay? You will be emotional during this time. You will be tried. You'll be tested. This is a month of testing. That's another thing too. Karmic partners are going to be coming around, and you're thinking, well, my divine masculine or feminine isn't around me, but, you know, my karmic partner is. So that's easy. So let me go ahead and entertain myself with that for now. Don't do that, guys, please. That is a test. You are a spiritual, enlightened being. Do not go back down that dirty ass road, okay? All right, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. This was a long reading, and so I might do a separate video for guidance, but I think that's all we need to know for today, guys. You know, So I really hope you enjoy this reading. Thank you all for all your comments, your likes, your shares, and subscribes. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I provide daily guidance messages here for the collective. And today, your divine masculine is manifesting this connection as we speak, guys. Okay, trust. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but trust. Your divine masculine is coming in as a mature individual. They are changing at this time. Just because you cannot see it, just know, okay? I see that you guys have some sort of idea that your divine masculine is working on it. Trust that intuition, guys, okay? Really do. Because I see that he's coming here in the physical. Your divine masculine is going through hell right now, okay? They've got too much on their plate. Let them work on themselves, and in the meantime work on you. And then once you guys work on each other, guess what? That is when union happens, guys, okay? So, like I said, be mindful of any karmic people. Do not entertain yourself with any karmic partners or situations, okay? Especially in the month of March. This is a testing period. Everything that's happened, okay, from May 2018 until September 2018, okay, that is when everything, okay, that happened within that time period is being surfaced up, okay? So be mindful of that. And if you haven't learned your lesson, you will be tested this month, okay? So be strong, guys, all right? I love you all. All right, I hope you enjoyed this message, and if you'd like to book a private reading, you can visit me on my website. It is www.scorpiomoonintuition.com, and you can also follow me on IG as Scorpio Moon Intuition. Again, I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.